What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at Twin Rivers Disc Golf Course. This is actually a new course to me. I've yet to play it. I've heard mixed signals. I've heard the course is great, but I don't know if they have tee pads, but as I'm here now, I'm seeing some turf. Whereas the videos I've seen online, it was just mud. So hopeful here on hole one. Let's roll. So we're back with the Prodigy bag. We got some new Frisbees in there today, as well as some ones we've been enjoying all month. We're gonna be playing a legitimate scoring round today. We're not playing the dubs format. We're just playing straight up. Have not been out to this course yet. It looks like there's actually some long tees maybe. I tried to do some research on this course on YouTube, but there wasn't many like quality videos where you could really see what was going on. Hole one, 290 feet. Nice little hyzer to start. Let's roll.
There's three keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all three to do this disc sport.
First things first, we got a P model OS here. These are brand new. Prodigy sent me out all the P model putters, so more on that coming. We will probably be going 2 off 1. Oh, that is a brick. All right, we're gonna go reblend M4. I've been liking this thing lately. That looks like it'll be better. Yeah, I love the vibe. Putting the P Model S's again. They're working pretty well. Nice. You probably heard me talking at the beginning of this month, or over the last couple of weeks, about how I wanted an M4, but a little bit more stable to overstable one. And Prodigy sent me out a box of these reblend M4s, and man, they are nice. They got a little bit of dome to them, so they're nice and glidey, but they're pretty stable. Like, you can smack on these. So really been enjoying this purple one lately. So for the last few days, I've been putting the P Model S. You guys saw them in the doubles video with Clint. They worked pretty well. The P Model S 3502. Now, most putting putters are gonna be either a 2 or a 3 speed. I've never been the type of person who really looks at the flight numbers of putting putters. I kind of just feel them, and I kind of know what I want out of the feel. But I think sometimes when a putting putter claims like a 5 or a 6 glide, I'm always hesitant to believe that glide. But over the years, I've been such an avid putter of the PA3, and I think one thing that almost everybody that's putted a PA3 or has knowledge of the PA3 knows, they're very low glide. Like, they're kind of bricks, but if you put them in, they're one of the best putters ever. So you gotta be like a confident putter. Now, the P Model S micro beaded, not really a similar feel to the PA3 other than micro bead versus big bead, but they are very flat on top, low profile, but it's faster and definitely feels like it has more glide. So I guess what I'm asking, guys, is do you believe when putters say like 5 or 6 glide? Because I don't, but these P Model S's, I feel like I've just been popping them and they've just been getting to the basket. So I've actually been really liking these lately. Pleasant surprise today getting out here so far is it looks like maybe they got long tees on every hole, which I always love. I'm kind of the type of person who never will play the short tees. I just like the challenge, I guess. 275 feet, dead straight, but just like a nice tunnel shot. So when I first started this Prodigy series, I knew I was gonna obviously try all the putters, but I kind of just assumed like the PA3 was gonna take on most of my throwing putter duties. And ever since I got my hands on this PA2, it's almost taken over like the throwing putter slot. Very neutral run of PA2, and just been loving this. Let's try and lace it. Just gotta give it the height. Keep it real flat. That's gotta be parked. Whew. Really trying to work on a much slower putt. Birdie start. Looks like we got a 156-foot par 3 island hole. I like it. I like it. Honestly, probably just another PA2 shot. A little left to right. I like the island where it has the wall deep, so you can just get it there. Oh no. I went deep. Come on. Oh, dang it. Hole 4, 412-foot par 3. The field here, pretty much lined with these, is OB, so you got to at least get over it. Power lines. Oh, there's a Mando too, so you can't go big hyzer. I was planning on doing that. Glad I saw that. We're gonna go reblend D1, flex shot up the gut. Yeah, hold it. Oh, it's coming out a little early, but we'll have a putt. Money. Not money, but decent. Oh, still trying to figure out like the circle's edge, I guess, loft I need to put on them, and really trying to focus on keeping them flat. So, you know, from inside maybe 25, it's a little more of like a direct, just kind of let them drop from the top. But once you get probably just at like 33, 35, trying to figure out like where I need to get the top of the pendulum to be. Hole number 5, 264, water left, Mando on these trees. It's a nice little line though. We're gonna go with our flippy A4, kind of bend it up on a side hand. Oh baby. Yeah, it's been really enjoyable getting the A4 kind of dialed back in. That being said, I need to get my shoulder dialed back in, because in these cold like 40, 38 degree days, it's just like I'll throw one forehand and it don't feel great, which has never really happened to me before. Well, this just keeps getting better. Hole number 6, 324, little bender. Like you gotta hit it on a hyzer, flip it up and get it to late flip back. Thinking first run M4. This shape of this hole is like my all-time favorite shape. Probably a little bit more of a safer shot would be like a flex forehand, but like I said, I don't know how many more we'll be throwing today. No! That was perfect. If I didn't hit the tree. Like I hit exactly what I wanted. Ah! Kicked off there. Oh yeah, I'm right here. Should have a little chip up forehand. Not too bad. Just a little PA2 turnover might be a better play. Get there. I couldn't see it. I feel like I burned it over a little bit. So I woke up this morning. I was like, man, I gotta go film somewhere. I'm kind of getting burned out of all the courses around here. And I was like, all right, we're gonna make the drive down to Twin Rivers. We're gonna check it out. And so far, you're probably going to be seeing this course a lot more often. That's all I'm saying. It has been really enjoyable. Oh, dang it. Now that I'm seeing where this basket is too, I just didn't throw it far enough. In my head, I kind of thought the basket was more like here, and I thought I'd have something out of the bushes, but that's just part of playing a course blind though. You can't expect perfection, even if you kind of want to. I mean, you know, could have been worse. As much as I hate putting on old baskets, sometimes like the vibe of a old school tray like this is nice. Hole number 7, 280 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead, but what the play looks like is probably a high stalled backhand. So you kind of maybe a little flex, a little flat, let it fall back to the hillside. M1. Like it, just got to get through the trees. Yes. Ah, dang it. So it does look like they have a new alternate for hole 7 here, but it really just takes a pretty challenging shot and turns it into like a simple hyzer. So I don't know if I played technically the original or the new on that last tee, but we'll just run with it. Courses like this are fun because the first time through, you can't expect to hit all your gaps. You got to hit your line and hope for the best, because you don't really know like the gaps in the trees that are going to be, you know, the highest percentage. Like this, obviously I hit these trees, and if I would have, you know, I guess really the play from the tee pad, it looks like you can fly through these trees, but now that I see it, you definitely just want to fly past them and be hyzering. So I played it a little short. Par. The day that I'm filming this, Gavin Rathbun officially announced his new sponsorship with Prodigy, which I think is exciting. Gavin's one of my favorite players to watch play. I love his style. He drills the disc, super committed, confident putter. Never met the guy, but seems cool, and happy to see him picked up, you know, by a major manufacturer. Again, happy to see Prodigy make a little bit of a move. Obviously, Gavin, I think last season, he was almost like contemplating even whether or not he'd be touring, you know, and he definitely proved himself last year. The guy's a shredder, and he's a killer on the putting green. So love to see it. But let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think? Prodigy made that move. If I'm being honest, I don't know any of the behind the scenes, but I'd assume that's got to be their biggest signing of the year. I'm gonna assume maybe their only like big signing of the year. But yeah, it was cool to see. Hole 8, 240 feet, dead straight. You can see the basket. You got kind of a right side gap, a little bit of a left side gap. Probably a big like crashing hyzer. So we're gonna take the P Model OS on a little bit of a left to right up that center gap. Okay, I thought it would fight out faster, but I think I got a putt. Only option, Scoober. A little bit of branch in the way here. Doesn't really matter. I'm a sucker for like simple, straightforward disc golf as long as the holes aren't super, super short. And this course, not really simple or straightforward, honestly. It's decently wooded, but it's just like the perfect level of challenge where it's not the hardest course, but it's a course that you can just really enjoy playing. And so far, honestly, in this region up here, it might be like my favorite course. We need to get some more birdies rolling. Hole 9, 232. Looks like it's just dead straight, and then you want to dump a little to the left. P Model OS once again. I don't know, I assume that's decent. Solid shot here from the P Mod. Simple putts, straight up and down. Pop the hand, let the disc get there for you. Now we're talking. Is this a par 4? Oh, hell yeah. 555 foot par 4. Tall grass is OB. I want to play like a greedy shot on this. You know what, we're gonna. Got my hands on some of these reblend D2s as well, like the Wolf stamp. Haven't thrown them a ton, couple shots with them. So far I've been leaning a little bit more on the D1, but let's see how this thing flies. Gonna hit it. Basically what I'm trying to do is hit it like at that pine tree out there, but obviously on a turnover and get it to kind of drift over, get myself in position for hopefully an eagle putt. It's funny because if this goes OB, I'm obviously just an idiot and I don't really know the stability because this is such an easy forehand chip to the middle. Oh. If that holds. No! Oh! From my angle, I crossed in way down there. So I think I get to take it. Or we're gonna try another one. Wow, those are beefy. You know, I think that one went out of bounds too. So what are you gonna do? Kind of one of them holes where the greedy distance line gets you a little bit because this is probably the easiest par 4 you could ever ask for. Just 2 chip shots. But we're trying to have fun today. And we got these new distance drivers. The cool thing about this Twin Rivers course is like half of it is totally wooded as you've been seeing. And then the other half, from what I saw on UDisc, is a lot of like open bombers. And that's nice because there's really no courses in this area other than Kayak Point where you're throwing like distance shots, but kayak is just over and over and over and over again. So it's not as fun. Whereas this is like, you get some wooded shots and then you get to come out, throw some nice distance shots, but obviously with the OB, you gotta keep them controlled. But I don't know, it's good. Oh, my second one actually stayed in by like 2 inches. A little pitch up here. This is where I wish I would have brought my rangefinder. PA2. Eh, 20 feet right, but hey, we're making putts today. Ain't no thing. A little bit weak, huh? A little bit weak on that one. Well, that sucks. I forgot I went out of bounds, so that's another bogey. Really played myself on this hole. Hole 11, 502 foot par 4. Looks like the basket is tucked down into the woods a little bit, which makes me think, I wish I knew the distance like past the tall grass, because I want to land left side fairway so that I either have a little Annie forehand down to the pin or just a normal backhand. I think we're gonna try and put a little bend on this D1, kind of up the right side, and hope that I beat the tall grass. Oh. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, the tall grass isn't as long as I thought it was. I think we're gonna take the A5 today, hit it on the little like bender forehand, like kind of nice and stable so it pans out. Yeah. Birdie. We needed that. So I think because the low ceiling, we're gonna go M4. Now, normally what I would do is I'd take like the first run flippy one and get it to kind of late flip and bend. But I think because of the stability with this reblend, if I hit it on that left to right, it'll push, but push forward towards the end and kind of get me that push forward that I probably need. Yeah. Oh, that's money. Yeah, a little short, but should have a putt. So I don't know the specifics on when these long tees got put in, but I will say I think it takes what would otherwise be still a solid wooded course, but where all the holes are right in that like just 200-foot range. It kind of stretches them out to the mid to high twos, maybe early threes, which I think really separates a lot of these wooded holes, makes them more challenging, but also more enjoyable. Thought I got a little closer. Not gonna lie, y'all. Oh, thought I got it. Gotta get some more birdies out here today, guys. This is definitely the type of course where I think you can come out here. You could probably get a ton of birdies, but you gotta know where the misses are. Like, you gotta know where you need your disc to fly through. Because obviously you can step up to a hole, look at it, and be like, okay, probably gotta throw it there. But once you look the fairway backwards, a lot of times it reveals a lot more about the hole, and you kind of know the gap, where if you just hit that gap, you're probably gonna scoot up to the basket. And that's kind of what I'm finding on a lot of these par threes that I'm not birdieing. I'm gonna go see where the basket is. So this one's tricky. It's like 186 feet. The water is a straight drop off. Like, I'm not about to crawl down there to get my disc. I think I'm just gonna take this A5. Pretty much it looks like if you just bend a forehand right around the tree here, probably all right. Yeah. Pretty solid view from the green on this hole. Looks like I came up a little short. It's kind of my only option. Bruh. Come on. It's not even hard. That sucks. Hole 14, 370-foot par 3. This is kind of what I've been looking for out here, okay? We've had the long bombers, we've had the, wooded mid putters, but now we got like that control distance driver type, dead straight, tons of OB, all the tall grass. I'm gonna go H3 V2, straight up the gut, straight at it, see what happens. It's got to flip. Ah. Well, I stayed safe. Not the best shot here with the H3 V2, kind of low release, didn't quite get enough on it. Got a long look. A little too much swing on that. Par. So the short tee is right there, just off to the side, a little bit closer. But what I think this alternate tee does is, instead of making it a wide open forehand or turnover, gives you this tight skinny gap. You can obviously still swing it super wide, but it's a much more challenging shot. Man, this is a hole where on a normal day I think I'm throwing a forehand 100% of the time. Today I'm thinking maybe H4 V2. Just don't know if I know the flip point of this disc good enough. I guess we'll find out. Taking a lot of OBs today, so we're just not trying to take more. Not bad. Could have used more height. Dang it. We'll try another one. It's got to get a little more forward pop on that. Yeah. So the alternate that I'm playing is up here. The other tee pad is right there. Honestly, that's probably a better hole. I guess this one brings a little more of the right side into play earlier, so it's probably the harder shot. Flippy A4 backhand. Sometimes I forget to throw these backhand. It's definitely like a forehand heavy disc for me. Look at that thing. Go in the hole. Oh, I did it. Oh! Oh, guys, the A4. It's good frisbee. I would have loved to get an A4 ace. Man, such a beautiful late flipper. It really glided more than I thought it was going to, really held in the air. It's actually a 19-hole course, so we got 3 holes left. We're sitting 3 under par. Not, for playing blind, like, it's not bad. Like, I feel like I threw some good shots today. Threw some shots I thought were good, and, you know, ended up being not great because I just don't know the hole good enough. But overall, man, I'm really enjoying this course. You guys are probably going to be seeing this place a lot more often now. It's just good wooded disc golf. So, hole 17, 234, really tight. I don't know, keep it skinny. Actually, I'm just gonna go A4 again. Skinny little flip up shot. I'm gonna try and hit the center gap. Looks kind of a little bit like a poke and hope, let's be real. Yep. Should give me a putt. Yeah, a little 35 footer here. See if we can ching one up. This would be great. Come on. Fantastic hole, hole 18. It's only 195 feet. I think if anything, I think a lot of these holes maybe are a little longer than they read on the tee signs. Who knows? I'm not, you guys know my depth perception ain't perfect, but I feel like a lot of times 195 footer just doesn't seem like it's anything, and this seems like a nice little shot. A4. You guys probably can't see it. There's actually a pretty wide open forehand gap on this left side here. Where on a normal day, it might be the gap, but we're gonna go backhand. Up the right side, keep it skinny. What? I thought I laced it. Contemplating putting it upside down so I can really loft it and get it to drop. Oh, dang it. Par. Made it to hole 19, 255. Currently made it to hole 19, 255. We're currently 4 under par. We'd love to get to 5. There's no Mando here, so you can go big hyzer, but that's not really fun. I'm thinking M4 turnover out left. Try and give it a little ace run as well with the hillside behind it, keeping it safe from going super long. Didn't turn it enough. No way is that stable. PA2 just for fun. Oh, that looks really good. You know, I thought I should have thrown that, but the M4 sounded like a better ace run option. No complaints about this course. other than it being sloppy, but that's just part of the region, so I can't really complain about that. But man, if you've never played Twin Rivers and you're in this area, Arlington, Washington, definitely play it. I think it's one of the better ones in the area. So, well, hopefully I can make this putt, get to 5 under. If not, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.